There you go, kid.
There you go, you big motherfucker.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, continuing my review series on The Sopranos. Season 2 continues to be an awesome show. I figured it would be. Love gangster movies and certainly love a gangster TV show like this, even though I never checked it out. So late to the party on this one, and I'm really loving every minute of it so far through the first two seasons. The second season, a lot of awesome new characters like Janice. Richie shows up. This guy Dave shows up. I'm going to talk about all these new characters, or at least the ones that I really liked, and of course all of the other characters are back from season 1. You got Sal, aka Big Pussy, who we see as an FBI informant. Obviously, Tony's very suspicious of him, but he doesn't find out till the end, and everything comes to a head there when he really finds out what's going on, and it just ends in a very emotional way. It's absolutely amazing, absolutely awesome. I love the whole thing, following Big Pussy, following Sal, who's talking to the FBI informants in the car, and he feels like he's helping the FBI. He wants to get involved. He's got all these dreams and everything, and he's just kind of losing it here, and it's really interesting. And when actually Tony finds out about it, they take him out on the boat. It's absolutely epic. By the way, obviously spoilers here. Going to be some spoilers, I assume. If y'all are interested enough to watch this video, you probably have already seen The Sopranos. But I love some of the new characters that show up. Like, Janice, even though I don't like her. I like her character because she's entertaining, but I think she's kind of a sociopath. Maybe Tony is too, but I think she's even worse. I don't trust anything she says or does. She just feels sneaky, like she's up to something every time she does something. So I'm really interested to see what happens in the future with her character. You got Richie, who gets out of prison. He wants things to be the way they were. He thinks he should have all these benefits, but things have changed. Tony's in charge now. He doesn't like that, and he's not really playing by the rules. And at some point he's going to get whacked probably. Something's going to come to a head. And it's so awesome because they decide they are going to whack him. They're going to get rid of Richie. It's just not going to happen, even though he just married Janice, Tony's sister. But just, and you think, oh man, this is going to be a problem because he's going to whack Richie, and Janice might know what happened. And it's going to be kind of like a Godfather thing where, he has to whack his sister's, husband. And that causes all kind of problems. We saw the same thing in The Godfather, strangely enough. And here, just as he's getting ready to whack Richie or figure out a way to do it, Janice whacks him for him. Absolutely insane in one of the most epic scenes where Janice, is in an argument with Richie. Richie slaps her or hits her, really good in the face, and she's just in shock.
You gonna cry now? Fuck out of here. I'm in no mood for your... Ow. Oh.
He sits down to finish his food. She goes and grabs a gun, points it at him. He's talking about, Janice, I'm in no mood. Boom! You just got in the mood. And he goes down, and then she takes him out again. Another shot, kills him, calls Tony to come help get rid of the body. Tony's got to be thinking like, well, shit. I guess that took care of itself. Love Christopher's arc in this season. He's getting into acting, and he's actually taking some classes. And there's a really cool moment, a really cool scene where he actually is acting the scene, but then he just kind of becomes himself in the scene, and he sees his father in the scene because he's acting with the other guy supposed to be his father, but he actually becomes himself, and he sees his father in the scene. He gets emotional. He starts crying. It's all real, but all his classmates watching think this dude's just an amazing actor. They give him a round of applause. Then he runs out. It's a really cool scene. And then there's a scene where he actually goes to a set. Jon Favreau shows up. It's all really cool. But eventually Tony gets word that he's into acting, and that ain't gonna fly. That's an awesome scene where Tony talks to him, says, hey, if you want to go, do your own thing, be an actor, you go here and you're never going to be in my life again. I don't want nothing to do with you. But if you're in this 100%. And you got to make that decision. There's insane moments where revenge has to be taken when Chris gets shot. Tony's going to find the dude responsible or anyone who was responsible. And, there's going to be an epic scene. He wants to take care of him himself. And it's just some serious moments. Things get really intense. Another character I want to mention is Davey. This dude is just a complete moron. He's old friends with Tony. Their kids go to school together. They're kind of buddies on the side, but he's not part of the mafia or anything like that. And Tony tells him, you don't need to get involved in anything we do. But he wants to be involved. He wants to get into the gambling aspect. He wants to get involved and create himself more debt. He already has a ton of debt. The stupidest thing you can do is build more debt with mafia gangsters. Idiot. The dude just comes off as a moron. I think Tony sees that. Tony tries to talk him out of it. He said, dude, this life ain't for you, man. It ain't for you. He doesn't care. He keeps begging. Tony finally lets him get what he wants and, of course, builds more debt. And he's in big trouble. His life is just falling apart. And for some reason, it's just really entertaining to watch. I don't think it's to the point that Tony's going to whack the dude, but they're going to make his life a living hell. Then you have Jennifer behind me, the psychiatrist. All that just comes to a head. She's just can't deal with it anymore. Tony's too much. At one point, she's into hiding. And Tony's also, wants to see her, as his psychiatrist, but she doesn't really want to see him. He tries to go see a different psychiatrist. She's like, I'm not taking new patients. Thanks anyway. Obviously, he's going to have a hard time finding any psychiatrist who will take him. Really interesting to see where it's all going to go in the future. And of course, Junior has some great lines. He is so hilarious. I love every minute Junior's on screen. Just a great cast. Not to mention, of course, there you see him there with Paulie and Silvio, two really awesome characters, a couple of captains, and they're absolutely awesome. This season, I felt, in some ways, I like season one a little better. In other ways, I like this better. Both of them just freaking awesome. It's hard to pick. I'm really looking forward to see where things go from here. It's just going to get crazier, but this is an awesome show. Just really strong writing. There are still some coincidental things that happen, people running into each other, and just some things that happen that, coincidences happen, but some plot conveniences happen here and there to keep it going, but it's just really minor stuff, and I don't know that what you can do about that, but overall, just an awesome season. I'm looking forward to seeing where things go with Janice. Janice is crazy, as we can see. I mean, don't get me wrong, that dude deserved to get shot. Well, I don't know if he deserved to get shot and killed, but after you saw how he hit her, I think it was the appropriate reaction, and she took him out. But I don't really like Janice. I don't really trust Janice. So we'll see where things go with her. Again, Paulie, Silvio, freaking awesome. These guys are so cool, especially Paulie, man. Paulie's crazy. And now that, of course, Christopher's in full-time, we'll see where things go with him here in the future as well. I see just a lot of craziness going. The characters have been developed now, and now it's time to really come hard for future seasons, and I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. But this season, freaking awesome. Just like I said about the first season, we're really close to masterpiece level. I think it's going to get there. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think of The Sopranos Season 2, and we'll continue with Season 3 next. Talk to you later.